Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Brooklyn Beats and the Minnesota Vikings.
Ready, 70, Indy. Slay, turn. Hey, lock it. Go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Go.
52's the mic right here.
Yep. 52, go.
Now Jones. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here.
Many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. That is caught by Cohen. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Set, ready. 15 lining, 15 lining. Hayward. Yep, fires the mark. One. Shift. Check 99. Check 99. Ready. Buzz. Set, go.
On 3rd down, Benjamin. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Red! 10 Tucson. Come on, D! Check 9, check 9.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0.
Makes the score, beat 7. Vikings nothing.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
Check! Check!
Look, squeeze!
Check nickel, nickel, nickel! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Now! Hit it!
On the ground, it's Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
60 outlaw. Check 61. Matchbox lights.
Out, 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 out! Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush!
Fair.
Check 26!
Hey! Get it.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Here we go! 50, late! Check that! Check 31! Show it up! Show it up! Check, 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 check! Check, 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 check! Watch safety creep! Watch safety creep! Sit hot! Safety's creeping! My five! Ready!
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! 60 Pittsburgh! Swing on, go on! You go tight! You got tight! You got tight right there! Go! Box shot! Switch it, switch it, switch it! Come on, switch it! No, no, no! Off, off, off! Sit high! Let's go!
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Come on, set! 60 orange! That's gonna be squeeze! Squeeze! Get in there! It's gonna be a long... Ready, go!
On On third down, a run with Cohen. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone.
That's it, baby. We don't work. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Switch. Leo. Go. Fight.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
6-6. Pull it high.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Zipper. Shoot.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Alert flare. Shit.
Yeah.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Quick edge. Come. Rush in. Check 3.
Go. Ready.
Now Cook.
Kill.
And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He's crashed.
Go.
Check. Crunch.
Yep.
On 2nd down, Cook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Come to my work. Hey, switch gears.
Hard.
Check. Check 50. Check 50. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check. Check out.
Hey. Go.
Henry running right. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
You got it.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, shoot.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Here we go, D.
Now. Let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
80 weapons. Now, that's 7. Let's go. Check 25. Check 25. Shoot. Ready, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Let's go now. 60 out front. Fires the mark. Fires hard. Check 4. Go.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It got his man complete. A gain of 39 that time. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They're going to look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Here we go. 8-3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They start the drive with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go now. 30 base. Bravo.
Double time. Hey. We got three. Three down.
My 52. Go.
Drop deep.
Get.
Throwing Jones. And he's able to find Diggs. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Look at me. Zipper. Big grip.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Say.
Look at me. Score. Yeah. Fight.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
Blue draw quarter.
Check 3. Slam. Check. Deuce.
Go. 2.
Now a run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now. It's Cook, and inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
The 26-yard
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check. Protein spill. Check. Hey, Delta.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
There.
Check 24.
Now.
They run it again with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Right there. Dang, baby.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Echo.
To throw on third down. Jones. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Out, 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 out.
Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Check 26, check 26. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it out, turn it out. Check 31, check 31.
Yo, go, go, go.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come on,
So
set.
after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
All day, all day. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Switch, switch. You gonna take.
Leo.
You got
Go. Snap.
Again, it's Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He wasn't ready.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Ready?
52's the mic. Rip left.
Hey, Alpha.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. New mic 52, mic 52. I'm gonna run you over. I'm gonna run you over. Mike 52, Mike 52.
Look at me. Zipper. Hit it.
On third down, Jones. And Diggs has it. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Check 13. Check 13. Kill, kill, kill.
Yeah. Get it.
On first down, Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Switch out.
Second and 7 at the
Whip.
37-yard line.
Watch the whip. Watch the eye. Switch.
Hey, Sam off.
Kill. Check 43.
Greystone, travel.
Watch the shit. Hey, watch the
Deep grip.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that time deep. Don't let him breathe.
Go.
Alert 3. Wide. Get wide. Kill.
Fight.
They run. Cook. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And they will take the lead at 13-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Rush in. Ready. Kill.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Fellas, let's set a tone. High five. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. He's cracked.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Check 50. Check 50. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check. Ready, go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
Watch the shit. Kill. Alert 3.
Alpha.
Alert 3.
Ready, go. Ready.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go. Set. 70 in. Hard.
He's coming. We got double up. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Ready, go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And it's 3rd down.
There. 90. Wolf. Here we go, kid. Leo.
Check 4.
Go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's caught by OBJ. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Right, 64. Weak. Delta.
Safety green. High five.
Dog.
Push him back.
Yes.
Slam. He's coming.
They'll try and pick it up with Cohen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Echo. Yep. Kill it. Motion me out.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You're out. Rocket.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Watch left. Watch left. Tight end to the left. Tight end left.
You got 3 down. SOS.
Head up. Back. Check.
Check the backer.
Let hut.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They go quickly here out to Moore. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tighten up. Exit.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
3 down.
Say. 61. Matchbox. Right. Go. What do you want? Orbit.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A fourth quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3.
Check 3. Slam.
Check.
Deuce. Under 10.
Hard.
Spot.
Go.
Spot. No.
Yep.
Motion. Hey, Mike 52.
Hey.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 52. Joker. 49. Check 49.
Now.
On the carry, it's Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Hey, Mike 52.
Hey. Ready.
Throwing on second down. Jones. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Jim. Go.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
At the 22-yard line.
Ready. Mike 5. Hey, just squeeze, get in there. Check 24, watch 24. Check 37, check 37.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs.
Rock it. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
All day, dog.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Vikings, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.